Hi everyone, it is Faith here. It has been a while since I've done any form of filming. If you do hear any cars, motorbikes or anything go past, I do apologise. But I'm currently filming in front of my window because that's where the best lighting is at the moment. And it is the evening, so we may have a few more cars than normal going past. Essentially, I wanted just to give a quick update for what has been happening, because I haven't uploaded it as much both to this channel as well as my main channel in recent weeks. And the thing is, what happened was that I was having a bad mental health week, and then after sort of one day of me sort of getting out of that was actually the day I went Thorpe Park. I'll talk about that in a minute. I became physically ill for a good another week. So that was 2 weeks where I wasn't filming. Once I was starting to feel better, sort of towards the end of the middle of the third week, I might have not uploaded videos for. I did start to feel better, and eventually I did sit down and create some videos, and they were 2 minute parts. I haven't created anything since I decided that I needed to take a small break from filming videos, even though I had literally been doing that anyway. But I just need that little bit more extra time to make sure that I was physically and mentally better. So yeah, that is why there has not been much filming as of late, or as much videos. But yeah, like I said, the only major thing that I did do besides make the 2 minute parts that went out, I think Monday and Wednesday, was that I went Thorpe Park. This is my second time going Thorpe Park. Within I think the space of like 3 months at the most. And here's the thing, I'm terrified of heights, and I go Thorpe Park for places. So I did go Thorpe Park once before, and there is like a little clip of a parade walking past while I was waiting in a line for I think it was a fish themed ride. So yeah, there is one clip already up on my channel from the first time I went to Thorpe Park, where there was like a parade going past. I think it was to celebrate Mardi Gras or something like that. I think that was the event that was going on. And then I went to Thorpe Park as of 2 weeks ago now. And I was able to film some clips, not a lot of clips, because I didn't have my phone with me all of the time. But yeah, I'm gonna just like roll the couple of clips I do have from me being at the theme park. First went on Samurai. Did we go on Samurai. Samurai. I kept my eyes shut for most of that. Then I went on Saw. That was actually okay. Besides the 2 drops. Then there was just a moment where I needed to take a break because I was a little overwhelmed.
while the others went on dead, I decided to line up for the ghost train and went on myself. Let's just say my ears really hurt after that, and there was a few flashing lights, so definitely not hanging independent. There's just some flashing lights and others. I technically am, but I was just gritting my teeth because I was such a short it was okay. It wasn't like spectacular, but at least I can say I've been on it. And then welcome happened, so half the rides actually turned off.
And now we're on flying fish. My face ain't.
Well, we're not actually on flying fish. We're lining up to get on flying fish. Because I'd actually wanted to try go on Storm Surge, but that was one of the ones that actually got affected by the power cut.
Sadly.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens and see if we can go on it.
So yeah, those are the clips. Not a lot going on, I will admit, but to kind of like recap on the rides that I did and have been on. So the first ride we actually went on during my first time there was Nemesis Inferno. Neither me or the rest of my family realised it went upside down, so that wasn't actually the best ride we could have chosen to actually go on, because I got on and realised that I already knew I had to take my glasses off, but I took them off and then realised I couldn't put them in my pocket. So I had to get the person who was sitting next to me. So yeah, I had to get the person sitting next to me, which I think was my brother. It was either my brother or my sister, to give them to the attendants to put on the side, because otherwise I would have lost them, and yeah, that wasn't going to be it. I had a spare pair just on me, and I wanted to be able to see for the rest of the day. And when I got off the ride, I was kind of a bit shaken up to the point that I had to get someone between me and the rail as we walked off. I am proud of myself though, because I did go on quite a few other rides. We went on Rapid Rapids because we weren't too sure what it was. It kind of reminded me of the Bubble Works a bit, just, with a little bit more rapids than the actual Bubble Works at Chessington. And that kind of like helped settle me down. And then, what other ride did we go? I know the ride I didn't go on, and that was Swarm. I refused to go on that one because I just went no. I went no. So I took my two youngest siblings on there's a ride with a big submarine on top of it. And then sort of like, the one other thing I remember from that visit was the fact that me and my sisters decided to try and see if we could get on the ghost train. The problem was it was way past 12 and we completely forgot that it opened at 12. So as a result, the waiting time was 2 hours. We waited in line for 2 hours. We weren't even at the door. So we gave up after that. Which actually ended up being a blessing in disguise, because right as we got off that, we realised Tuttleway was open. And I kid you not, I sprinted for that line because it was a 20-minute wait. And that was the last ride we went on during that trip. And it was the best decision we actually made, which I am so happy for. The second time we went a different route, because we went to the right, and apparently you go to the left, you get a different bunch of rides and such. We didn't go on any of the smaller rides like Quantum or something else that were like right at the front of the park as you go left. We kind of went down and we got on down past sort of like one of the larger rides at Thorpe Park, as far as I'm aware. We didn't go on that one because I was kind of refusing, because we were walking past it and I sort of like, dipped down underneath something and I just went, no, we are not lining up for that. It wasn't even open at the time. So that was another reason we didn't go on it. So the first ride we went on during that was Samurai. I kept my eyes closed that whole entire ride. Aside from a few times where I opened my eyes just to see where I was. I would have thought I would have been a bit more shaken up after that because I was kind of like dizzy, especially afterwards. But no, I was quite happy. And then the next ride me and my dad went on specifically was Saw. This was a ride my sister wanted to go on, but in the end didn't. It was just me and my dad. And sort of like the way kind of like helped me like calm down. We got up on the ride, which was fine. We were in the second cart. So as we went, obviously the first cart went before us, and a couple of minutes later I heard screaming. So obviously I knew there was some form of drop. And I already knew like the main part where it like goes straight up vertical, then it goes like stakes down like that. That was the other part of the ride I wasn't really looking forward to, because I just the idea of like going up doesn't sit well with me. So that was the only other part I kept my eyes closed for. But other than that, I actually had a very fun time on that ride, which was great. Then I think my siblings went on a different ride after that. It was actually during this time someone lost my water bottle. I say someone because I don't know if it was one of my siblings or me just being absent-mindedly, but I do remember leaving my water bottle with my siblings, so we aren't sure about that whole crisis. So yeah, that happened. And then as I think my brother and my sister, and I think maybe my dad as well, they all went towards the Walking Dead ride, which is the one ride I still haven't been on just because I'm not too sure about it. And it was during this time I was like sitting down and I was just taking a small break. I was enjoying some of the displays of these like punk rock clowns. I think you've seen the clip, and they were actually very, very enjoyable, and I actually really liked the outfit of one or two of them. Even though I can't see myself wearing the makeup, I am very sorry. And the reason I was also sitting down for this is because I wanted to go on the ghost ride next. Because during my first visit to the park, we didn't get to go on the ghost ride. And despite that, I got the ghost train merch because I liked the design of the top and I just really, really wanted it. And I said, at the very least, I'll go the next time I go to Thorpe Park. So I went on it, and I have to say, it's not bad. I will say it's not bad. The only issue is that I had a bunch of like young kids not young kids, but young kids. And I kind of thought I wasn't too sure how I was going to handle it, because I am not too keen on bright lights specifically. I'm not too good with like a little screaming either, so yeah, I was a little unsure about how I was going to handle this whole immersive experience. But aside from one part where it's when you getting onto the train and they've like sort of like dug out a bit, so it looks like it's like hanging over a ditch. Other than that, because of the height, I actually really enjoyed it. Truth be told though, I did sit whenever we were on the train, I was literally sitting on my hands because I didn't want to fidget. But whenever like the lights went off, characters appeared, characters shouting, getting too close and all that, I was perfectly fine. I weren't even reacting, which, you can sometimes have mixed reviews. If you don't react, then maybe it's not such a good ride, but you know, it's based on opinion. So yeah, and then it was sort of like towards the ending scene. I know this is a bit of a spoiler for the ride, but I just want to point out this one little bit of detail. So towards the end, they're kind of like showing people sort of like on the ride, and it's all meant to be, I think, fake. I think that's the idea, or they take pictures about, you know, and just show them the next tour thing. I don't know. But the thing that made me laugh was the fact I was standing right next to a rail, and it was basically enclosed in the platform. I knew in that sense, the minute I was standing next to it, I knew that some form of actor was going to come out on the platform. Just by the way, there was nothing on the door, on the panelled wall, and it was an enclosed, little stage. So yeah, I knew something was going to pop out. And when it did, I'm not going to say what, I didn't react again, and I kid you not, I looked up and I just said hi to it. I literally just said hi. Not going to say much else about that. I can't remember if I went on another ride after this or if we did lunch, but I remember me and my sister, we tried to go on it wasn't the Rampant Rapids, it was the other water rides. The problem was there was a power cut. and the people who were already on the ride got stuck, so that closed everything down. So we were trying to figure out what to do next. Some people went on the rides that weren't closed. I can't remember if we went on anything in particular, but then I remember we came back to the ride sometime later. They were testing the ride, so we kind of like decided to get in line just in case they did decide to reopen it, which again turns out to be the best decision we made, because as soon as like we got towards the end of the queue sort of line thingy, it went from practically 0 to 80 minutes. So yes, we made the good decision on that part. Yes, I was not wearing the correct appropriate shoes for the ride, but I really enjoyed it. I don't know what it is, it's just water rides makes me laugh. Water rides always make me laugh. And then I think the very last ride we went on, it was sort of like a Black Buccaneer sort of ride. Can't remember the name. It might have been Quantum, it might have been something else. But we essentially, I call it a Black Buccaneer style because it was a boat. I don't even think it was a boat. I think it was just like a thingy where it went. It's sort of like, you know, those bus rides where it goes, yep, and then eventually it does go round. It was on one of those rides. And that was the last ride we went on, which, again, it was a fun ride to like go on for the last ride of the day. And I'm actually going to stop because that is a long portion of this video that we have done. So yeah, I will be trying to do more videos if I can. It's just been very, very tiring, and I do apologise. And with that, I think I'm going to close off this video. I just wanted to give like a small update to what's been happening, to what has happened, and what I've been up to besides work, obviously. That's all good, guys. Enjoy the rest of your night, day, wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone.